Okay, welcome back to another segment of Shadows of Doubt. If you have been watching this far, you will have noticed there is. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I load in standing on a bench. If you have noticed a little bit of a blip in time, that is due to loading saves and such like that. It's not a big blip, just like I think when you save, it's like time still moves for a second after you click the save, so here we are. Oh, yeah, she gives advice. The people who sit in this little bullpen give advice on what you need to do. Okay, so, um, let's see. We're gonna see what we've got going on so far. Alright, so these are all the co-workers. And then this is the partner. We're gonna put that there. This is who? Luke. Hi. Right. The person we got a note from, that is, I think, up here somewhere. Then we've got all the people from this parlor that I also found that got one of those threatening notes. And let's see. This down here. And do this. Okay. Just to kind of clean up the board a little bit because there's a lot of stuff going on. So who is this? Employee records of who? Who are you? You work where? You also work here. Why is this person not... Oh, you know what it is? Alright, so employee photo is not matching with their employee record. So we're going to lift this like this, go like that, and then we're going to do this. Actually, I wonder, can we do this? Make it a little bit easier to connect, or is this going to make it chaotic? Do it this way. Okay, and then where's that employee record? So yes, right now I'm just cleaning up the board so it's easier to read. This is the point where sometimes stuff gets a little hectic when you have a lot of information thrown at you, and I like to organize it in certain ways. I don't suggest this for everyone who plays this game. This is just how I like to do it. My husband gets weirded out when I do it this way because he says this gives off serial killer vibes because it's too neat. And I'm just like, it works for me. I like the way it looks. Easier to follow. Tones down the chaos of everything else. So we're gonna do all of that. Get all these names squared away. So now that I know who's who. She has a lot of connections over here. Alright, there we go. And then we got this. And basically, as you see, it's getting rid of some of the chaos that is going on over here. Because it connects everything. And then you're like, ah, okay, this is this person, XYZ. So yeah, this is how I like to organize everything. And get together for figuring stuff out. Because when I logged in, I kind of looked at it like, I don't know who these people are and why is it looking like that. So now we have a general idea of who's who works where, and why do I have all these pins for each of these people. This, okay. Evelyn Jacobs. Wait a minute, whose fingerprint is this? It doesn't say. Okay. We got name, we got picture, but I don't think we have a record of who's this. Ah, okay, we do have this employee's record, but I think we don't have this employee's record. Okay. We do have this employee. I'm just kind of working my way up and organizing everything. Getting a general idea. This is not the fun bit. This is more like the thinking bit. Okay. Alright, so she has a citizen file printed for some reason. Oh, right, because she had the creepy emails. I think the creepy emails, yep. Okay, then we have the note that came from here, but we don't know whose it is. Who are you? I'll put this. Ah, now you're connected to the email. So we just have to have the name out. Alright, that is actually very... He is connected to somebody. Right, he is the spouse of this person, I believe. Yes, okay, that's why that's connected. That makes sense. Funky email. See, this is why I do this. Creepy note here. Creepy note there. They don't look to be connected. This is her partner. But since we know he's connected to her, I'm just going to... Let's see. Can I change the color of that string? I'm going to change it to blue. So that... Actually, no. We're going to keep this red. Because that just pertains to this. And we don't know if this is actually important just yet. But we are going to change these up in here to a different color so it's not so chaotic. I think we'll do pink. So that we know all of this is interconnected. Specifically, we know this is related to Lily Carter. So I hope seeing this, you guys are kind of like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Let's see, we're going to move this whole thing that way so I can see this. And this is connected to whose employment contract is this? I don't care about that. I think this might not be important. I don't even see that person. Oh, there we go. We'll put it next to her name, but I don't think it's important information. Ah, this is also pertaining to that restaurant, so we're going to put it with Amy Williams information. Okay, so now that we're clearing things up a little bit to make this a little bit less chaotic, I want to say this is where Lily Carter lives. So we know where Lily Carter lives. This is her home. This is where the crime actually happened, though. So we can turn this link pink because we know she lives there. We also know she works there. Let's see. These were found at her home, or came from her home, I should say. So we can turn those pink as well. This kind of helps make the whole situation make a lot more sense. Right? This came from her home too. I do recall breaking into their house to get this information because they didn't want to give it to me freely. Kalina Durham. We're still finding information from the other location. Where is... I don't even see that person list. Oh, here we go. Boop. Go right there. So we're cleaning that up. This ad came from here. It's probably not important. Alright, let's see. So now, we do know an interesting thing is that she brought this knife from home. But which one of these is... Ah, right, the note. The ominous note was found at the crime scene. But I'm not sure if it has anything to do with anything. So we're going to make that yellow so it sticks out. Because it might have something to do with something, but I'm not sure. We're also going to make this one yellow because it's the same note. I have yet to figure out if these notes have a connection or not. For some reason, these are not connecting. So I do remember finding this, but I don't know. I don't remember where I found it, and I'll probably have to roll back my my filming to figure it out for sure. But I suspect she had this information either in her house or it was found at the offices, and that's why we're thinking that. But right now I want to find out who this type T fingerprint is and verify who this boot size is. That was found outside the door. We're actually going to connect that. Let's see, how do I make a string? New custom connection. So we're gonna, and how do I click it? I'm struggling here. New custom connection to here. And it's going to be make it red because I don't know if it actually has to do with anything. And then I think this was found on the outside door, which also is, we don't know if that means anything just yet. But we're going to keep those right here because I want to find out what that is. But this for sure, interesting enough, it should be connected to... Nope, sorry. Let's see, make a connection to Lily Carter, Pink. She's the victim. Also, make a connection to... No, Jesus Christ, it's going to drive me nuts. Red connection. No. Make a connection. I'm going to struggle with this until I get good at it. No. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nope. Okay, and then boop. Red. Continue. Alright, because it happened there. Alright, cool. So that's that. And we have this. And then this, I want to say was found in her house, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to leave that like that. Alright, so I did a lot of like digging around, trying to figure out stuff. So now what we need to do is, first of all, the Chaos Goblin in me wants to steal this, but this person is standing right there. And, I need them to go away. And I need this dude in the overalls to also go away. Okay, so we're going to squat it. Squatty, squat, squat. Wait for the camera to go. No! Alright, we're going to come back and do that. It's happening. Just not as fast as I would like. Because I know I can do it. I just need this person not to be there, and then a couple different things. People not to be walking by, and cameras not to be going. So, I'm looking at all this information, and I want to go back to the crime scene real quick. We might also interrogate some of these people, but I'm wondering what this fingerprint means. So I might ask the spouse some information. Work ID. We also know where the spouse works. And I don't know why. The work ID. Oh, okay. It is connected. Oh, wait. No, that does not need to be pink. That should be red. Well, the name, I guess. Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. I'll leave it like that because she is the spouse. Anyway. So at this point, I get a little paranoid when my murder board, as my husband insists on calling it, gets this detailed, because then you're like, am I missing something? Did I miss something that happened immediately? And there's two ways this could potentially go. There is a terrifying chance that the murder took place too long ago, and I might have to wait for somebody else to get murdered to get some type of, like, I don't know how to explain it, to get some type of headway on what needs to happen next. So when something like this happens, you basically gotta, like, act really fast on the murder, because if you don't, sometimes it can result in stuff going haywire. So let's see. I'm hoping that I have not taken too long getting this squared away, because I definitely hope that I can solve the mystery. We'll see. I think I already stole everything out of there because the door is wide open. How's your gut? Okay. Talk to, let's see. Seen or heard anything unusual? Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. Do you know this person? Now we got a whole list of people to ask. Saw them somewhere around Vincent View. Okay. Alright. Goodbye. Everybody's just crotchety and angry in this game. But yeah, this game is pretty, in a lot of ways, slow-paced. And I think that's why I like the relaxing aspects of it. So we are going to go back to the crime scene and see what information we can get there. And then we'll go from there. And see what we can do. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, if you've watched this far, you're going to find out a little secret. Actually, it's not going to be a secret. I'm probably going to do it anyway, I think, because of what happened. So, I did already play this through, this part, and then I had a big mistake happen where basically Ooh, he's watching me. I'm just gonna wait here. Basically, I broke into here for like the 4th time during my run, and I got too bold. And what happened is I got gunned down because I was jumping between this breaker box and the door. Oh, I don't think they're looking at me. Are they just standing there? Can they see me from standing there? Yeah, maybe. Maybe? I can't tell if they can see me or not. No? Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, so I just wanted to go in there and ask the people who work there questions. But the problem was, every single time I came back up here, the crime scene was still, like, there. And so it was one of those things where I was kind of like, alright, cool. The crime scene's there, which is useful, but nothing is coming of it. So, I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait until a little bit later because there's a lot of foot traffic right now, and I don't want to get caught breaking in there. I'm going to be a lot more cautious than I was last time. And also, I love the fact that I got kicked out of the hotel that my house is also inside of. But yeah, so what we're going to do is I'm going to have to do a little bit of speed running to kind of catch up to where that other place is, and we'll see what we can do from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed what you did see today. I'm going to post it, and then I'll tell you guys what I did to speed run later, because it looks like I cannot get this to brute force past what I need, and if I do start making some headway, then I'll start filming. So I hope you guys have a great day. Like and subscribe.